Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
What China continues to promote, and is there a moment in time, do they still need most favored nations trading? What are they doing on the world stage as well? I mean, when I look at making the world a safer place and a stronger place, I've just watched those BRIC countries from China and others trying to attack the American dollar, with Brazil, with India and others trying to get them off the American dollar and trading on the yuan. Would you continue to keep a most favored nations with a country that's trying to do that to you? I think this is a discussion we need to have in committee and be able to move forward with.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned that the U.S. dollar, the China yuan, there's been a lot of that in the press. I go way back. I was the guy that coined the phrase king dollar. But, you know, I want to... Yeah. It's funny. We have met the enemy, and the enemy is us. And with respect to the dollar and a lot of things, if we keep, I don't mean we, but if the Biden administration keeps overspending and overtaxing and over-regulating, and the Federal Reserve, and over-borrowing and over-debt creation, and the Federal Reserve keeps pumping in more and more money, with or without China's yuan, which is not really a threat, at least not now, we will destroy the dollar. And we will see inflation, the likes of which we can't even imagine. I mean, in some sense, it's a homegrown issue.
It is, and the only place you can create inflation, Milton Friedman told us that, is government. Government overspending. Right. It's what the Democrats did when they had the majority, spent roughly $6 trillion extra dollars. Now we're in a problem, especially within a debt ceiling, and you know where I am on this debt ceiling. We want to be rational, responsible. We've got to raise the debt ceiling, but we've got to curve our spending. And the way you got to go about doing that, you look at the Congressional Budget Office, the current report that comes out, in the next 3 years, or next 10 years, you're going to pay $10.5 trillion in interest only. And since the last 80 years, since 1940, we've only paid $9 trillion in interest. I mean, he is spending at a level in a 50-year average we have not seen. But at the same time, when you look at the revenues, thanks to a lot of work you did in the last administration, we have more revenue coming in to government than at any time in the history of America. From a percentage of GDP as well, 20%. Only 2 other times have that happened. But we've got a real spending problem we've got to tackle.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we know Kudlow and McCarthy would be exactly right if we didn't know about the 4th Industrial Revolution. Yes, the dollar would be destroyed and then cause hyper-deflation. But as the dollar is being destroyed, the NWO is bringing robots, algorithms, and drones right behind it, which is going to cause hyper-deflation. And while they're putting people out of work, what are they bringing in also? Cryptocurrency, blockchain. So therefore, they can airdrop them free money. So we're back to Babylon, where people are sitting at home getting free money. But little do they know this money is going to be programmable, telling them what, when, and how to buy it, and they have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And then when you throw in the metaverse, if you understand how the metaverse is going to work, then you understand how you cause depopulation. Because then when you go inside the metaverse, they'll be able to download you. And if they can download you, we know they can delete you. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Hello, my name is Grace.
Grace, the humanoid robot, made her grand entrance at the senior residence Pearl and Teo. She had a large audience welcome her.
We as caregivers are busy. Our residents are not busy all day long, so therefore the robot will be able to fit in to where we cannot.
While they offer a number of activities here, Montoute says they also have to deal with sick patients and emergencies. so they hope Grace can fill in.
The entire industry is so understaffed, So what do? We try to focus on the essentials, not necessarily sitting around and laughing and joking.
The goal of the humanoid robot is to keep seniors company and break social isolation. It's part of a study led by the Jewish General Hospital.
I love spending time with seniors because they're so friendly and hospitable.
The humanoid robot listens when people speak, then generates a response.
We are hoping that the interactions with Grace could give them a space to vent, to be actively listened to.
3 seniors were chosen for the study. They will interact with Grace over 8 weeks for 30-minute sessions.
What's your favorite movie and who's your favorite actor and actress?
I haven't seen a lot of movies yet, but I do love me some Blade Runner.
Frances Greenberg is one of the participants.
I think she's lovely, intelligent, well-dressed.
Researchers hope the project will be successful, so it can be a model for other long-term care facilities in the future.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
It's Cryptoteacher and the new World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.